NFL playoffs. We're talking about NFL playoffs. You bet we are. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdown is the key to winning NFL playoffs, and the key to you scoring big, betting on them at DraftKings, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something as simple as a player to score 6. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, make your pick. Here's another reason to bet your favorite player to crush it in the playoffs. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVES for new customers to get $200 in bonus bet instantly when you bet just $5. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. As we wrap up Wild Card weekend, the Rams do a demolition job, 27-9 on the Minnesota Vikings. I remind you, a 14-3 Minnesota Vikings. So much for that reseeding. But anyway, the Rams move on. They're moving on to Philly to take on the Eagles as they win 27-9 over the Minnesota Vikings. Please, thank you. I am your favorite Unc Shannon Sharpe. That guy ticked off a little bit. Is your favorite Bengal, the Ring of Famer, the Hall of Famer, and the Bengals, Liberty City legend. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We want to thank you for your support and your continued support in 25 and beyond. Please make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. Hopefully your team is winning in the playoffs and you have an opportunity to celebrate. What better way to celebrate than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? If you cannot find it in a city or a state near you, order it and we will ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media and my clothing company, 84, our newest release, with 84 being spelled out. Our newest release just dropped last month. We got shirts, sweats, beanies, koozies, and mugs. Quantities are limited, so please order yours while supplies last. Tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans. It's our first spring tour stop, and the tickets are on sale now. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. February the 6th in New Orleans at the Mahalia Jackson Theater. Be there. You don't want to miss it. Both Nightcap and Club Shay have been nominated for NAACP Image Awards. Nightcap was nominated for Outstanding Podcast, Arts, Sports, and Entertainment. Club Shay was nominated for Outstanding Podcast, Society and Culture. Please go vote for you guys. The link is pinned in our social bios. Ocho, before we get into the game, there was a lot going on today. SSM, Shay Media, we add an addition under our umbrella. We're going to produce and distribute Humble Baddies. And a lot of speculation is going on. Did Unc tell Ocho about this situation? I didn't know I was supposed to tell. We're running a business here. And no, I did not tell Ocho. I didn't feel I needed to tell Ocho. We're running a business. And when you run a business, you do what's in the best interest of the business. Ocho?
Not really. In the best interest of the business, we're a partnership. You and I, we started Nightcap. If we are partners, anything that has to do with something that was a part of my life, which is including her, and she leaves my life, that means she's no longer a part of what I have going on. That's including Nightcap. So just because you and I, from a relationship, from a football relationship to a business relationship, if she decides to leave me in my life, that means she's gone. So you my dog. So that means—
I did say that. Well, I remember saying that, Ocho. I remember you and I had this conversation.
You said that. So you're not even standing on business about what you said and how you live based on your morals and the way you operate.
Right. I lied a little bit. Ocho, this business, I'm trying to make money. Don't you want to make money?
Yeah, I want to make money, but listen, all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. That's something that you didn't have to do. As a matter of fact, if you were going to do something like that, you know how I felt about the situation already. She left. She left. So if she decides to leave me, to sign her and not even run it by me and let me know something, give me a heads up, give me some type of warning. Let me know, hey, listen, I'm thinking about
Ocho. I signed Rail and her girls to a contract. I'm letting you know.
Hey, here you go with the bullshit.
Ocho, I didn't. Hold on. No. You told me when you leave, you done. That's one less expense. So I figured, I was like, well, Ocho don't really care. So let me go ahead and make this happen.
Yeah, I'm saying, you got to understand. You got to understand where I'm coming from. It's about principle. You know, you supposed to be my dog. If you my dog, you got to play that different. You got to play that different.
So all things being equal, how should I have played this out?
Boom, hit my line. Ring, 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 ring.
Okay,
ring.
Ocho, check this out.
Yeah.
You remember back in Atlanta, Rail and I had a conversation. She had a podcast, and she was wondering if I would be interested in having my company produce it and distribute the podcast. She said she talked to you. She said it was okay. I said, sure, Rail, let's talk. Let's reconvene. You and I asked to jump on a call on Monday, which we did, and we discussed it. And we finally got everything, we got them what they needed. We're going to produce the show. We're going to distribute the show. And, they're going to shoot it a couple of times a week instead of the one time a week. They're going to go twice a week. And she was really excited about this. She said, you were excited about this. Yeah. Now, once we start down an agreement, right, I got to be a man of my word. I say, yes, we're going to do this.
Whoa. Time out. When you guys had that talk, when I was excited about the opportunity for her to join under the umbrella of Shay Media, doing a thing, I would happy for her. But once she decides to leave me, she leaves us. She leaves anything that has to do with Nightcap.
No, she left you.
Media, huh?
She left you. She was still with Shay Media.
So see what I'm talking about? Principle alone. If she leave me, then you should be like, listen, I can't work with you more. There's so many.
I had already given her the money.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How much was it? How much was it?
That's between you.
I tell you what, I would give whatever the advance was, I give it back to you. But I really don't think that's a good look, because now, we in a rough patch right now, right? And
who is we?
Huh?
Who is we? Oh, you and her. I thought you were talking about you and I were in a rough patch. I said, you in a good patch.
We good.
Oh,
I mean, if I was in front of you, we would have had a tussle today, though. We would have had a tussle. Yeah, we would have had a tussle.
First of all, I'm going to beat hell at you because you already owe me $5,200 and you try to take more money out of my pocket with Rail.
Matter of fact, you definitely ain't getting no money now. You definitely going to have to get the blood that you ain't run that by me. You ain't run that by me.
Okay, so you said I got to take it in blood?
That's the only way you gonna get it.
Don't mind if I do. I don't mind if I do. So, hey, Rail!
So they can stop trolling.
Who?
The Ocho millions.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go subscribe to Humble Baddies podcast. Thank you, Shay Media, Unc, Chad. We love y'all. Thank y'all for the support. And he is our #1 supporter. He was the first one to subscribe to Humble Baddies.
Hey, but listen, people in the chat. I was trolling a little bit earlier today. Now listen, this is all business. I understand business. It's all about putting your people on, allowing them to flourish in whatever endeavors that they have. I was a supporter of this, but this does not change things. No, this does not change things. At home, the foundation, the forefront still needs some work. It still needs some work. But I am. Yeah, but anyway, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her colleagues. I'm excited for their show. I'm going to be producing and doing the editing. And, other than
that's what we're not going to allow to do. That's not what we.
Oh.
Now you welcome to join in and be a guest, have your little guest spot on there.
Right.
We are not going to let you edit. We're not going to let you produce.
Hey, listen,
because
I'm here to be a supporter. I'm here to be a supporter. You know, and if at any point she wants to, you know, reconvene and reconcile our differences, I sit down and we'll talk about it.
But that's great. I mean, you have been Rail's biggest supporter because you brought it to us that Rail wanted to be a part of Shay Media. And when she mentioned it in Atlanta, I was like, let's reconvene on Monday. We actually had this conversation. Mm-hmm. You mentioned it to me. Rail had, she had up doing her thing and she wanted to put it with somebody that have the infrastructure that can make the thing be what she believes it can be with her and her partners. And I said, okay, let's talk to Rail. Rail had a conversation with me. I said, well, let's talk, you and I and Ash will get on the phone on Monday and we'll have a conversation. And if we can see if this is something that can work. But Rail, this is a lot of work. I mean, this is not something that you do. If you really wanted to be successful, which you found out, Ocho, this takes a lot of work. If you want it to be successful. Now, if you want to do something as a hobby, it says, okay, I got a little mic, got a camera, and I want to do something 20, 30 minutes a day, that's fine. But if you really want this thing to be successful and to want it to grow, you have to devote a certain amount of time to it. And knowing Rail, her background, how she turned her real estate thing into a big deal. She has her show on Netflix that's coming out, I think, in a week or two, Ocho. Mm-hmm. So I know she's going to work to make it possible. Yeah. But the thing is, you see, Ocho, what you get an opportunity to see, you get an opportunity to see how people want to tear you apart real quick, don't they?
Oh yeah.
You see how they jump. You see how they jumped on that so far and so quick to try to rip you and I apart. So now you see everybody tell me, oh, I love Nightcap. No, they don't. No, they don't. And hey, guys, all y'all that got that thing, or there might be trouble brewing in Nightcap and Unc and Ocho, we appreciate that pub. Because there are certain guys out there, because y'all spend a lot of time talking about Shannon Sharpe, talking about what Shannon doing on ESPN, what he's doing here, what Ocho's doing. We really appreciate that. Yeah. Now, how y'all looking?
Yeah.
How y'all looking right now?
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love for all our competitors out there. You know how I feel about you. I still love you anyway. There's a big plate, and there's enough for all of us to eat. There's enough for all of us to eat. You know, you need to understand that. And something about before Nightcap, before there was ever came about, Shannon Sharpe was a friend of mine. Shannon Sharpe will always be a friend of mine. You know, business, I would never allow business or money to get in the way of that. Never. I've never been one to fall out about stuff like that. There was an opportunity that presented itself. Obviously, the missus and I, you know, we going through some rough times right now, you know. But when it comes to business, when it comes to continue to elevate her and her career and what she has going on, I'm all for it, even though we might not be seeing eye to eye right now, you know.
And the thing is, Ocho, before I got here and Shay Media Club, Shay Nightcap took off, how many of those people that had podcasts mentioned Shannon Sharpe? Mm-hmm. Before this thing took off with you and I, Ocho, how many people mentioned Ocho and Shannon Sharpe?
Right.
It seems to me that the only content that they can create is self-made. It's you and I. You and I have a disagreement about you coming late. You and I disagreement about the players or something. You disagree, I disagree. Go ahead.
I have a question. Can I say something? This is for people in the chat. And this is for you and our team, you know, collectively. I'm never late, actually. You just starting too damn early. That's the problem. I ain't never late, you know. You just starting too goddamn early.
We kind of have a floating time. We kind of like want to start between these times. But sometimes Ocho float past that. Yeah. But this is a great opportunity for Rail. They're going to be more. That's going to be more people that's going to join on Shay Media. We got meetings with a lot of other people coming down the pipeline. So in the near future, we're going to add probably 1, 2, maybe even 3. By June, we'll have 3 more up under the umbrella that we'll produce, we'll distribute. And go ahead, Ocho.
I have one more thing. Now, I understand this is business, right? I you know, and I'm all for business, and I'm all for making money, you know. And sometimes they say all money ain't good money. The hell it is in this economy. Well, if I can get it, I gotta have it. So, is there anything we can structure in her contract where I can get a certain percentage based on the finder's fee.
Look here. What Rail choose to give you out of their cut, that's right. Between you and Rail. What we gonna do? Rail is gonna get her check every month. That's all I got for you. That's between you and Rail. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
No,
I don't play. The one thing I don't do is I don't play. Look, I'm not the government. Now, unless we get something from the government, from an agency that say we need to garnish Rail's wages,
right?
I ain't touching that.
But let's pretend my name is let's pretend my last name is Sam and my first name is Uncle. So I'm asking you to garnish a small percentage of a finder's fee and whatever she gets monthly, and just send it to me, if that's okay.
That check ain't going to Sherelle Risotto.
I ain't messing with Rail money like that. What Rail say?
LLC.
Rail, come on, Cam. What'd you say, Rail?
I told him, I said, good thing that check ain't going to Sherelle Risotto. Where it's going to? I said a LLC. Rail is a LLC.
So in other words, Rail is a business. So Rail will get all of the money. Rail will then be responsible for the taxes on said money.
You know, I know how to get around taxes and all that.
That between you and Rail, how y'all get around it. But that ain't got nothing to do with my company. I am not fit to have them lock my ish up. If it with you. Hell nah. That's between you and Rail. But we are excited about having the Humble Baddies podcast up under the Shay Media umbrella. We're very excited about Rail and her team.
Whoa. Time out.
What?
Now, if you're a baddie, you can't be humble. So we might have to change the name.
No, they saying they baddies, but they humble. They don't be out there, talking about, I'm a bad B and all that other stuff. Y'all know it. Y'all see the way we walk. Y'all see the way we carry ourselves. Y'all know what it is.
This one here, like the way she talked to me, at some time, I don't think God would like that. I don't know. It's especially now because it's a little different. She see me and she view me in a different lens right now. So she got the mouth of Satan sometime.
You understand what you dealing with. Look, when you deal with a stepper, when you know that there are other that she's a looker. Yeah. That no matter where you go, whether she's with you or she's alone, people are gonna look. Men and women, you accept that.
Hold on.
And you wouldn't want her if they weren't looking.
Right. I'm a stepper too. What you
exactly.
Hold on now. Let's not forget. Man, don't make me come up out this shirt, man.
Hey, Ocho, but when they in the penthouse, if it costs, the amenities gotta be great, right? You got marble, you got hardwood. Okay.
Yeah.
If you a penthouse, your accessory piece gotta be up to par.
Hey, you know what they say?
What they say?
They say they can tell how much money a man got based on what he got on his hip.
For sure.
Yeah. What? On his hip.
Yeah, he got the bones on his hip.
See what I'm talking about?
What you say?
I'm telling her what I just said, my little phrase, you can tell how much money dude got based on who he got on it, who you got on your hip. She's talking about ain't nothing but bones on that hip.
So guys, please go subscribe to Humble Baddies YouTube page. The link is pinned at the top of the chat right now. So again, there it is right there. You can
congratulations, congratulations, Rail. Congratulations to the rest of the ladies. Congratulations, Ash. And what's his name? Alexis, my dog Alexis and Ash. Congratulations. Let me be a guest. Let me be a guest because I got something to get off my chest.
Yeah. No, ban him. All right, Ocho, let's get into the game. But again, congratulations, Humble Baddies, for their podcast. Rail, Ash, and Alexis. Those three have a podcast that's going to be twice a week up under the Shay Media brand. We'll produce it, we'll distribute it, but they have creative control over it. So that's the way they wanted it. We were glad we could be a part, glad we can come to an agreement. So we're very, very excited to have them up under the Shay Media umbrella. Now, to this game. The Rams defense put on a dominant performance as the Rams routed the Vikings 27-9. The Rams now will travel to face Philadelphia on Sunday in the divisional round of the playoffs. The Rams tied an NFL postseason record with 9 sacks. And they were coming tonight. And they could swing. Neville Gallimore. Is that Neville Gallimore? That's Neville Gallimore that played with Dallas? Wow, he didn't do that with Dallas. He had 1.5 sacks. B. Young had 1.5 sacks. Hawk had a half a sack. Witherspoon had a sack. Durant had a sack. D. Johnson had a sack. Fisk had a sack. Didn't Burst have one too? Oh, Jared. I guess they took his sack, but they were all over tonight. They were really all over. Right. Sam Darnold, he didn't have an opportunity, and then he fumbled, gave up a scoop and score, and that was really it. But this defense, look, we know the Rams can pressure the quarterbacks, but we didn't see this. Not this.
No. Matter of fact, what we saw for the Rams tonight, listen, the goddamn front four, the 2 rookies on the outsides, phenomenal. I'm talking about on the inside.
Burst and Young.
Yeah, phenomenal players. Now, when it came from a defensive standpoint, I gave the edge to the Vikings.
Because they're a pressure team, yes.
Because he's a pressure team. And most of the time, 98% of the time, they get to the quarterback, make him uncomfortable as far as his decision-making and rushing throws. So that's what I thought I was going to see tonight. But I'm looking at the game like, what in the world is going on? And just like you always say, no matter how you play in the postseason, no matter how you play in the regular season, when you get to the postseason, it's one game.
One game.
No matter if you got 14 wins, if you got 8 wins, you got 9 wins in just one game. And what team is going to show up tonight? And the Rams showed up tonight. That goddamn Puka Nacua, boy.
Hey, they got Puka. Higbee made some big time catches. Cooper Kupp had 1 target. It was a big time catch, a 29-yarder. Yeah. Obviously, Kyren Williams had a receiving touchdown. He ran really, really hard. Look, the Rams struggled. If you go back and look, I think they started the season 1-4.
Yeah, they were bad. They were talking about trading everybody.
Yep, they were. And then all of a sudden, they got hot, and they did not look back. Stafford started playing better, but it was that defense. The defense started generating pressure, taking the ball away, creating turnovers, putting their offense on short fields, and the guys started capitalizing. Yeah. But Ocho, if they play like this here, I don't know if 22 points is going to get it done for Philly. They're going to have to play better than what they played against Green Bay.
I said that yesterday. And I had people in the chat or tweet me today, who you say not going to be able to score or beat Philly not scoring. You need to be able to put up numbers. You need to be able to put up, because when you come in there next week, you're going to have to get Devontae Smith involved. You're going to have to get A.J. Brown involved, because you have a high-powered offense I'm getting ready to say Sam Darnold. With Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Kyren Williams, the tight ends, everybody is involved in that offense. Mm-hmm. The Eagles got to match that energy.
Yeah.
They got to match that energy and get contributions from everybody.
Ocho, they're going to have to run the football to slow that pass rush down. Because, see, tonight, Minnesota really couldn't generate a rush. Yeah. So they threw caution to the wind. And once you see blood in the water, they're sharks.
Yeah.
It's going to turn into a frenzy. You see a lot of times, now they got them a couple of times. They brought the double edge. Justin Jefferson went in motion, and they knew, like, when Jefferson goes in motion, he never looks hot. They don't run hot to that side. Right. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring both of them off that side, and neither one of them look back. We were always taught, Ocho, if you come in motion, just take a glance back. If nobody runs with you,
right?
Why you not moving? Why y'all didn't bump out? Something up, Ocho. I don't like this. Because normally when somebody come in motion, if a guy's already over the inside guy, he's gonna bump to go to the outside. Well, if he don't come, my intent that he coming. Ain't no way. Ain't no way he gonna stay there and leave me by myself.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it, especially with something like that, I would think and I would hope, but obviously they don't, you would have hot routes built in. You should have hot routes built in no matter what. And obviously they didn't, DB coming right off the edge. and no that Justin Jefferson, he just running down the field, and it's not his fault. And then one of the interceptions. I just want to talk receiver talk real quick, just real quick on Addison. I can't remember number 14's name from the Rams.
Justin Durant.
Yes, out that bunch look with the condensed split where Addison had the out route. I wish with understanding, if he can hold that inside shoulder just a little bit longer and take him 2 more yards just to get the DB to open up. Just if you can get him to open up, even if the throw is inside, it gives you a chance to adjust to it and make the catch where the DB still has a transition and flip just to make a play on the ball. But when you just roll out of it and he not opened up yet, all he got to do is just come on right down to the ball if it's a bad throw.
Yeah, hold on, Ocho. I know it's hold on. Kobe Durant. That's his name. 14 for the Rams. Kobe Durant.
Yeah, it was a good play by Kobe.
Most sack yardage lost in a playoff game in NFL history. Sam Darnold has the record now. 82 total yards on 9 sacks. The record was on December 31st in 1967. Oh, was that the Ice Bowl? That might have been the Ice Bowl. The Cowboys sacked Bart Starr for a total of 76 yards. That's the coldest. I think that might be the coldest game. That was the Ice Bowl. 12/31/1967.
Right.
The Cowboys sacked. They lost. Most sack yardage lost in a playoff game in NFL history. Sam Darnold now holds that record with 82 sack yards lost. Bart Starr had the record in the Ice Bowl when the Cowboys sacked him for 76 yards, but the difference is the Packers won.
Yeah.
That was the last NFL championship then, huh? Or was that? I don't think they would call it the Super Bowl then. I think that was the NFL championship. I'm almost certain. Because next year it was the Super Bowl started the next year in '68.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping, I was excited, Unc, man. I thought it would have been a much more competitive game.
I
really thought it was. And listen, when I was on Inside the NFL and we talked about who I thought was going to win on Ultra Predicto, I only picked the Vikings simply because of the defense and what Brian Flores was able to do throughout the entirety of the season. Matthew Stafford and the offense, they got the ball out so fast, even if you did blitz, it didn't even matter.
Right.
You weren't going to get there. The ball was coming out so fast.
But but if you look at the Rams offense, a lot of that's why they're able to beat the blitz a lot, because they got a lot of bubble screens. They got a lot of jailbreak screens. They run a lot of shallow crosses. They got a lot of built-in side adjusts. So it's hard to trap them. Now, occasionally you can get them.
Yeah.
But a lot of that is built in. Cooper Kupp is right there. Puka does a great job of getting her head around. And, Sean McVay is really, really creative. He does a great job of understanding, like, okay, in this down and distance, a lot of the time, they like to bring a blitz.
Right.
So if they're bringing a blitz, that means they're man on the other side. So what we need to do is get the ball into our guys' hand, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and now we get 2 blockers, or we get a blocker out there in front. He break a tackle. Now that's a big game. And they've done a great job of that since Sean McVay has been there. And the thing that Matt Stafford, the way his ability to change arm angles, Ocho, he can go overhand and he can slide, he can side arm it. But I don't know if that was a pass when that Scooper scored. That
was supposed to be a fumble.
I thought so too. I thought so too, Ocho.
Fumble, but the thing that saved Matt Stafford on that play, where even some people were still questioning it, is the fact that Puka Nacua was right there.
Yes,
he was literally right there.
Yes. And that definitely, I think you're absolutely right. I think that did save him. Because had it not, maybe they would have called intentional grounding, but because the guy scooped and scored, that would have been a touchdown. And I think that changed the complexion of the game, because now all of a sudden, Ocho, that tied the game, if I'm not mistaken, that tied the ball game up.
Right.
And so, turnovers are huge in this situation. And what do you have? Sam Darnold had one pick, 1 touchdown, 9 sacks for 82 yards. Matthew Stafford got 2 for 7 yards, 19 to 27, 2 touchdowns. And Matthew Stafford had a couple of drops.
Yeah.
Tight end dropped one, but Addison dropped two big ones, though. Mm-hmm. It's hard to hold on to that ball when you're that high up in the air. You hit the ground unless you got a real firm hold on it.
Right.
That body jars and that ball is going to pop out. So, but look, Minnesota had a great season. But tonight, the Rams were the better team. Yeah. They outplayed them from top to bottom. Mm-hmm. And hold on, the Rams made a bonehead play on special teams. They ran into the punter. gave who did they give? The Vikes another opportunity.
Yeah.
But that defense tonight,
they look good.
That's as good a performance that you're going to see, Ocho.
Right. How do you see it playing out against the Eagles and Rams? How do you see
Eagles going to have to run the football to slow that pass rush down. That's the only thing that can stop the pass rush, because it got into a point where they couldn't run the football, and so there was no disguise. There was no thought of them running the football.
Right.
And even when they did run, they said, you know what? We'll give y'all a little 3 or 4 yards. Mm-hmm. We don't believe y'all can hurt us with the run, but we believe those receivers, Hawkinson, Jefferson, Addison, Naylor, we believe that's where you could hurt us at. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut the head off the snake.
Right.
And then we're going to let the body just middle around. Mm-hmm. And they can't. I'm trying to think, Ocho, you probably got to go back. Tennessee did a number on you guys, but Burrow was able to pull it out. Remember when y'all guys went on the road to Tennessee?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They sacked him 9 times. But as far as like a dominating performance, you got to go back to that. Maybe what the Broncos did to Cam in the Super Bowl. Oh, this is what that looked like, Ocho.
Yeah, they was all over.
The way, because Cam really didn't have no time. Bond was on him. D. Ware was on him. Wolf. I forget the other. Malik Jackson. Mm-hmm. That was just 4-man pressure.
Yeah.
And a lot of this was just 4-man pressure. Yeah, they brought a couple of cat blitzes, brought the edge, brought the slot blitz a couple of times to catch him off guard, and they caught him. But really, that was Verse, that was Young, and that was Turner.
Yeah.
And they got home. Never Gallimore had a game. Maybe played himself into a big-time contract. But these guys, that defense was coming. Hell, I was like, damn, when did they slip Aaron Donald back out there? I was like, that defense looked like they had Aaron Donald, and they had Bond, and they had Leonard Floyd. Mm-hmm. When they went to the Super Bowl that year on that run to the Super Bowl late in the season and in the playoffs, that's what that defense looked like tonight. They got after Minnesota. They knew the passing game was what Minnesota could rely on to beat them, and they took that away. And this thing was over. Ocho, when this thing got it was 24-3 at the half. You're like, y'all not coming back.
It was over there. It was over there at that point.
Yes, it absolutely was. But the Rams move on. They face the Eagles on Sunday.
Yeah.
Washington Commanders play Detroit on Saturday. Okay, Ocho, now it's time to welcome in Baltimore Ravens receiver. He got the party started Saturday night early. He caught the first touchdown from Lamar Jackson, Rashod Bateman. Rashod, how's it going, bro? Man, thanks for joining us. We're doing great. Rashod, look, you guys played unbelievable on Saturday. You guys dominated the ball game. You got off to an early start. The first drive, you go down, score a touchdown. But this team, this offense, this team, it looks different this playoff compared to last year. Is there a difference? What have you noticed different? Is the practices different? Are you guys meeting different? Did Coach Harbaugh change anything? Because you guys had a look in your eye that like, look, yeah, we're excited about this one, but we got something else in mind.
Yeah, man, I would definitely say the team is on a agenda right now. Lamar, Derek, leading us in the right direction. But no, ain't nothing different. I would definitely say, players is locked in right now, man. Run game going crazy, man. Everything hitting. So, man, we just gotta, man, keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I like it. Look, Shai, what's up, man? It's Ocho, man. Huge fan, man.
Appreciate you.
Bro. Listen, speak to our audience, man, and myself also, and let us and Unc know why you believe Lamar Jackson is the MVP.
At this point, man, I only know what we're going off. No more. I don't know if we're going off stats, film, or what, man. But, in my eyes, everything speaks for itself. dude go out and make plays, week in and week out, and not just, regular plays, amazing plays. I mean, the stats are there. I mean, you turn on the film, he jump out. It ain't even just about the numbers. At this point, it's just, what I'm saying, you can't deny that Lamar Jackson is on the field no matter who on the team. So, I mean, I ain't the judge, but hey, what I'm saying, I definitely think it's, MV3 year.
Bate, when you guys found out, like, the Baltimore Ravens have signed Derrick Henry to a 2-year deal, watching him from afar. I don't know if you were on that team the first year that they played you guys in the playoffs. They came in there on the divisional round.
No,
I don't think you was there. I think you came the next year.
Yeah, later. Yeah.
But when you watched him, obviously you watched him on film before. What is it about him? How is he able to do that? It seems like he gets stronger as the game goes on, and that's when those big runs start to take place late in the third quarter, fourth quarter.
I mean, seeing a guy like that, at this level, every day, I mean, you see why, he the player he is. Dude, eat healthy. Dude, what I'm saying, practice hard. I'm talking about, what I'm saying, hard. First one in, last one leave. I mean, he do all the things you would, think that a rookie would doing, what I'm saying. And he what I'm saying, veteran, Hall of Famer. So there's no question to why, he having success, this late in the league. So, I mean, I guess ain't no age, this running back thing right now. Could bro tone that bit right now. He toned it.
Zay, excuse me. I mean, Bate, you guys go get Zay Flowers back this week. Now, you guys probably knew early in the week that he wasn't going to be there. That meant you and other guys were going to have to step up. Mark Andrews, likely. You guys were going to have to step up and carry the load. Aguilar. So now that there's a possibility that he's going to return this week, what does he bring? What addition does he bring now to the table when you go into Buffalo?
I mean, Zay spread the field out. I mean, this year, I think that's the biggest difference for us. It's been able to spread the ball out, what I'm saying, all different areas. We got a lot of playmakers over the field, as we see, anybody can have a good game. For Lamar, Derrick, Mark, Zay, myself, it just depends on how the game going. But getting Zay back, would definitely be big for us, if that happened. But, we're just going to see how that plays out right now.
Listen, most of the time, Bate, during this time of year, in the postseason, towards the end of the season, most players are banged up. Nobody's really truly 100%. And you dealt with some tough injuries early in your career. Do you feel now you've turned a corner? And what helped you cope with extensive rehab to get you to the point where you are now?
Yeah, man, I ain't even gonna lie. Man, that was a tough time. That was a tough time right there, man. But I definitely say that I crossed the hump. Last year was my first time, playing a full season healthy. So this is my, second year playing healthy, finally being involved in the offense. But man, to get over that, man, that just took God and mental strength, bro, because that was a time, bro, I thought it was all over. But, at the end of the day, bro, because in the NFL, man, it's a draft every year. These people trying to pay somebody every year. So, hey, man, the time is ticking. So, just being able to, have that mindset, dog mentality, bro, just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I know I'll be open. I know I can get open. I know I can make plays. So, man, just being able to believe in myself and continue to go out and do that.
Yeah, well, most definitely. Also, I want to extend my services while I'm here. Now, we talk about, your time taken and being available. I can extend your playing career by 10, 12 years as a nutritionist. Now, if you want to hire me, I can help you out with that part. I'm not sure if you have a nutritionist. I don't want to step on nobody's toes. But we can talk about that later off camera and do a little business. I don't charge nothing but $20 a week. So you add that $20 a week for 6 months, that really ain't nothing. That's a drop in the bag.
What, McDonald's paying you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure so.
Sure. Babe, talk to us about, like, when you run a route, obviously you expect the ball 1, 2, 3 ball might come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ball might come out. But you have to stay alive. That's Lamar Jackson out there. And he can extend the play 3 seconds to 5 seconds to 8 seconds to 10 seconds. And on that first touchdown run, that first touchdown pass, that is exactly what happened. He was able to extend. You start one way and then come back. Tell us, like, what is your thought process when you leave the huddle? Okay, they call a play. Ready, break. And you leave the huddle. What's going through your mind?
Better be in shape. You better be in shape, brother. You gotta be in shape, man. That's why it's important. It's important to be on the field and be able to get those reps in with Lamar, man, because he the type of quarterback, man, you gotta say take practice, to take rhythm.
Stay alive.
You stay alive to learn how to, play like that, because it ain't easy, bro. It ain't easy, man. A lot of people can't even relate to that type of ball. So I mean, it's tough.
Do you guys practice that? Because sometimes a scramble drill. Do you guys do they allow him to keep the ball? Because a lot of times we didn't do that. I mean, after certain things, that coach would just blow the whistle. But you really can't blow the whistle because it's so hard to get his ass on the ground. And so you really have to stay alive for at least 5 seconds. I mean, maybe Coach Harbaugh don't even blow the whistle till the whistle get to 7 to 10 seconds, because you got to stay alive, because they're not getting him down within the first 3 seconds. That ain't happening. Yeah,
I would definitely say when we be practicing hard, definitely let the play go about 10 seconds longer than a normal coach would, because that's about how long L can extend the play, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a good question. This is a good one. And listen, I am an enthusiast for great defensive back play, and you've been in your short career so far. Who do you think the best DB is in the league, and who's the best DB that you faced to date so far?
So Pat Surtain. He probably top in the league right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had an opportunity to go against Derek Stingley yet? What do you think about Derek Stingley?
He nice for sure. But I definitely take Pat over him.
Okay. Yeah. I like
Pat fluid, man. He just he glide. He just so effortless. Yeah. I mean, he just in and out of them breaks. I mean, the way he can close on the ball.
Yeah.
And he's long. He got long ass arms.
Yeah, Pat tall and Pat fast too, to be that size.
He's bigger than you think. He 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, at least 6'3". He lists at least 6'3" for sure. Yeah. Pat tall. And he can move to be that big.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, what was your go ahead, Ocho.
Hold on, before you go, I need you to do me a favor and pass Marlon Humphrey and Nate Wiggins. I need to pass them a message for you. Matter of fact, text them when you get a chance and tell them that they can't stop me. They couldn't cover me, and they need to be thanking God I'm not playing in this era.
Oh no, I bet I'll send a message. I'm gonna see what they say.
All right, bet.
See what they say.
Bet.
Babe, what was your welcome to the NFL moment?
Shit, my rookie year, Roquan, my team now. But we went to Chicago, bro, knocked my helmet off. I ain't never had that before. In my whole career playing for White, never had my helmet knocked off. I said, yeah, these boy getting paid. I said, let me tighten up.
Did he catch you slipping?
Yeah, he caught me slipping. Caught a little screen. caught a screen, cut back. Yeah, helmet came off.
Yeah, that's what people don't realize. When you run that jailbreak screen, the bubble screen, or whatever you guys call it, it's that inside that hurt. Because them D linemen and them linebackers, they coming from in here. And that's what you want them to do. Turn back into this headache.
Yeah, don't go back in there. No. No, ask Ocho. He seen what happened in there. You know what go on now? No?
Yeah. Listen, I lived in the trenches, though. I lived in the trenches. You got to think.
No, he didn't.
You got to think. I did. You got to think.
He might have been born in the trenches, but he ain't living in no trenches. Not in the NFL.
He was dying now. I don't know if he was successful, though.
Man, listen, you got to think. I was 6'4", 230 when I was playing, so it was nothing to me be down there.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
And McDonald's had that boy at 230.
Yeah.
Babe, he ain't been over 200 a day in his life. He like 185.
Ever. I know. I'll be watching, bro. I'll be watching.
So now look, this is a rematch.
Yeah.
Buffalo, they came in week 4. You guys did a job on him. Derrick Henry ran wild. That was like, okay, they put Derrick Henry in the I formation. They tossed it to him. They handed it to him, and he ran wild. What do you guys expect? Buffalo, look, this is the rematch. The 2 MVP front-running candidates, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, but this time it's in their building.
I mean, I definitely say, like any other person, you got to start the run game with anybody. Man, it's to the point I don't know how to how to defend it. You know what I'm saying? You got to account for all players. You got to defend. You know what I'm saying? All links of the field. When you play us. So I would just say, man, you got to be prepared for all. I mean, we don't shown that we're capable of being on the run game. Pass game, screen game. We healthy. We got guys back on the field. So, man, preparation, practice. Got to go out and execute. It's always game plan, execution.
Last year, Bate, the season did not end the way you wanted it to. You got the MVP front runner. You got an almost 2,000-yard rush in your backfield. You got the first time a Ravens drafted receiver has gone to the Pro Bowl. You guys are low. You guys had the most. I think you guys had the most Pro Bowlers. I think you had 9 Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
You got a lot of all-pro guys over there. If you guys don't get to and win the Super Bowl, is this season a disappointment in your eyes?
I mean, to us, man, how we view it, I mean, if we don't do that, I feel like that's every year. You know what I'm saying? We hold ourselves to that standard. That's a standard that's set, you know what I'm saying? This organization, you know what I'm saying? Let's go win Super Bowls. We won't take nothing less. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're striving for always. So that's the end goal. The goal is to make it there. And then if we don't, then of course, you know what I'm saying? We feel like we failed. We got all the tools. We got everything we need, you know what I'm saying, to be successful from top to bottom. So we just got to go out and do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what. Hold on for a second, Bate.
Yo. Come on, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
You know them old Ravens. Them old Ravens. You know we block.
Yeah.
Hey, don't listen to that.
You don't know about that. You don't know about that.
Hey, he played for the Broncos. He played for the Broncos for 12 years. He just happened to be on the Ravens for 2. That happened to be.
It just happened to work out. He just happened to work out, bro.
Hey, they don't. Hey, Bate, do they happen to just get these out?
No, you gotta work. You gotta work for that one.
Here we go.
You gotta work for that one.
Hey,
you gotta work for that one.
Ocho, you better check somebody. Now, if you're a Raven fan and y'all know anything about that 2000 Ravens, I did my part on the offense.
Okay.
Big play Shay showed up.
I understand you, but see that trophy right there, that trophy you carrying? Yeah. That trophy is because of the Raven 2000 defense.
Whoa. We did score some points.
You got to score, yeah. You got to score.
They only scored with 9 points a game on offense.
Hey, Ocho, look at that right there, Ocho.
Come on, man, don't do that, man. Matter of fact,
don't do what?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna talk to Bateman. I'm gonna tell him how the game gonna go.
You can talk to it.
Crazy.
I'm gonna tell him how the game gonna go, right? They're gonna start 8, they're gonna stack 8, 9 in the box, right? You're gonna have about 120, 130, and 2 TDs.
I ain't speaking into existence. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, I'm manifesting it. I'm not Cleo, and I'm a Bengal at heart, but I'm telling you how the game gonna go. I already know they're gonna stack
the Bengals. We do bad things to the Bengals, Bate. Don't even worry about the Bengals. I don't even know why he brought them up. We talking about playoff teams.
Oh,
I've been very respectful.
I thought that's what he was talking about. My bad.
I was very respectful, huh?
What you mean you respectful?
But I would telling Bateman how the game gonna go. You talk about the Bengals.
Oh, I forgot. I'm not supposed to talk about teams that didn't make the playoffs. You know, me and Bate, we talk about teams that made the playoffs. That's what we talk about. You know, we talk about trying to make a Super Bowl run.
What happened to your Broncos yesterday?
Whoa! This ain't about no Broncos.
Whoa! That's crazy. Oh, here Raven today. Flock up.
I had 2 teams in the playoffs.
Nah, you didn't know. You have 1 team.
You're a hater.
That's crazy.
You a hater. Hey, Bate, we appreciate that, man.
Who you picked to win the playoffs? Who y'all got winning right now?
Oh, listen. I'm Lamar all day. I'm Lamar all day.
I'm just making sure.
All day.
Right.
He
had Josh Allen for the MVP.
Come on,
I had Lamar.
What? Are we gonna lie like that? We gonna lie.
I had Lamar. Everybody
say
it was over with.
Hey, come on now. This me now. Come on now.
Ocho. If that's true, that's fine, bro.
Hey, this me now.
I know. I ain't no hater.
Okay. Hey. Come on, don't do that, because you got the man believing I really.
Well, you kind of. I mean, you wasn't like, even when everybody's saying it was over, that Josh Allen had the MVP sold up. I say, look, I don't know if y'all see what that guy in Baltimore doing, right, but it's hard. I mean, how you gonna overlook? I said he's gonna be somewhere in the low 40s. He could have less than 5 interceptions, and there's an outside chance he has 1,000-yard rushing. So what we gonna do about that in a season that we've never seen before, and you might not ever see it again?
No.
So what? Yeah. So what we judging up for?
Look, I said it before. What he's doing, only one other quarterback has ever done it, and that's Aaron Rodgers, when he goes 40 and less than 5 interceptions. Right. And every time he did it, he won the MVP. Now you throw 900 rush yards on top of it? What are we talking about here?
That's different.
And the fourth highest passer rating in NFL history. Yeah. He's the MVP. That's not to take away from anybody else, Bate. Josh Allen had a phenomenal season. So did Saquon. But when we look at this, the value that he gave that team, it's just
Listen, the voters can't make any excuses. They can't say he had Derrick Henry. They can't move the goalposts. Now we know they are known to move the goalposts based on who it is. At this point, there's really nothing you can say. There's really nothing you can do to take that MVP away from Lamar Jackson and the type of season he had, regardless of who he's had at his disposal and as the supporting cast. It doesn't matter because what he did is unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad we all know.
Great. We want to appreciate you, man. Thanks for taking time joining us at Nightcap. We really appreciate that. Wish you the best of luck. Continue success. You know we're going to be watching you, but good luck on Sunday, and hopefully we'll have another conversation down the road.
Man, for sure. I appreciate y'all having me on. Y'all be safe.
Yeah. Hey, whoa. And tell Nate Wiggins, it's whatever, or Humphrey, whatever they want to do. These
I bet. I'm going to tell both of them.
Bet.
I bet.
Appreciate that, Bate.
All right. See y'all.
All right. Wide receiver, Baltimore Ravens wide receiver, just was it Rashod? I don't know why I keep saying, I don't know why Justin's on my mind. Rashod Bateman, first round draft pick, played really well in the apps. He played well all year. Obviously, Zay is their number one, but Bate came on and make big plays when given the opportunity, and that's what you have to do, Ocho. Hey, Zay was out, so I got to step up and do my part now.
Step up.
And that's what you have to do. And that's what I like. Likely made a name for himself in the absence of Mark Andrews. Likely stepped up. And now they run a lot of double tight end set. And it's hard because a lot of times when teams run double tight end set, you think they're going to block. Well, they get both of those guys out in pass coverage and passing situation. But like he said, it's not easy to play. I mean, Lamar is great, but you just got to stay alive, Ocho. You got to stay alive because there's no dead play. It's not like, oh, man, they done got Lamar. And next thing you know, you hear the crowd standing up. You're like, what they standing up for? I thought he got sacked. Nah, bro. You got to get on your horses. Either you go straight across, you come back, or you take the top off. Because we had scramble drills, we closest to him. The closest guy come down the hill. Then you have the guy coming over, and then you got a guy going deep. But it's great to see. It's going to be a great ball game, Ocho. I'm anxious to see how this thing turns out. The two MVP front runners playing the quarterback position. Both teams got a running game. James Cook for the Bills. Derrick Henry for the Ravens. Wide receivers. Maybe you get Zay Flowers back, but if you don't, you got two tight ends, Likely and Andrews, going up against Kincaid and Knox. Wide receivers, you got Shakir and Coop going up against Bateman, Aguilar. So we get it's a great matchup. Offensive lines are very, very good. They got a Pro Bowl. The Ravens got a Pro Bowl center. Got a Pro Bowl left tackle. So that thing's going to be very, very – and the Ravens right tackle has done an outstanding job. T.J. Watt didn't register a stat.
At all.
The previous week, he dealt with Myles Garrett. So – Lamar's like, I feel pretty good. I got Ronnie Staley on one side. I got a Pro Bowl center, a Pro Bowl and an All-Pro center in the middle. And then I got a right tackle I think he's a rookie that's playing out of his mind. So it's going to be a very good game. Ocho, the Cowboys part ways with Mike McCarthy.
That's
Ocho, who's the
That's some bullshit, bro. You know that.
Dez Bryant sounds off against the Cowboys coaching drama. This is what Dez tweeted. Dan Quinn turned a once struggling franchise into a playoff contender and won his first playoff game. Until Dallas focuses on winning instead of politics, Cowboys fans should not expect success soon. I'm telling you this straightforwardly, just as I always do. Ocho?
Yeah.
Who's going to be the Cowboys' next coaching victim?
I don't know. I don't know who the victim is going to be. I'm not sure, but I just don't like the way Jerry operates. I don't like the way he operates. There was an opportunity for Mike McCarthy to be able to interview for the Chicago Bear job. Jerry blocked that. He said no. I'm thinking, well, if you're telling me no, Mike McCarthy should be upset. If you're telling me no, I can't go interview for the job, I'm thinking you're going to retain me and discuss a long-term contract at some point. What was the point of even doing that? Just to show that you're in control? Just to show your power?
That's what it was. You knew he would. Ocho, he knew he wasn't bringing Mike McCarthy back, but no, I'm not going to let you interview with the Bears on your timeline. It's going to be on my timeline.
What's the point? What's the
control?
Point? We know you're in control. We know you're the owner. We know that the season 8 isn't even in, and you're still making headlines based on your decision making. That's making absolutely no sense. Let the man go. You know you didn't want him to begin with, because if you wanted him, you would have paid him before the season even started, or paid him in season instead of allowing him to finish out his contract. Like, what are we doing?
But here's the thing. Remember when they lost a couple of times in the first round, they thought they kept Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn really stayed because he thought he was going to get the job. Right. Then after the side, Jerry kept bull jiving and said, man, let me go on out here and get me a job. You right. bull jiving. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Bobby Wagner was available.
Yeah.
He ain't had no linebacker like Bobby Wagner.
Yeah.
B. Wag, look at that. Know that defense. Know Dan Quinn's defense. Now, Kendricks played well, but B. Wags is a different animal.
Yeah.
But see, Jerry is going to be Jerry. He going to hire a coach, and then he going to tell you who to hire. Well, this is going to be your defensive coordinator. This is going to be your offensive coordinator. Go ahead.
I have a question. Now, I've seen reports. I tweeted out earlier today. You know, I was just thinking, I just threw it out there. Like, you know, I ain't talked to Prime. You know, I'm just thinking, well, let me see. Mike McCarthy's gone. And I'm thinking about Prime. You know, obviously, you know, I'm not trying to stir no trouble. And then as soon as I tweeted it 3 hours later, they go to reports. Jerry Jones reached out to Deion Sanders about the opportunity. Deion saying he was intrigued, you know, but he loves what he has in Boulder as far as his team and his roster. And I just listen, when an opportunity like that comes along, do you let it pass you by? Do you let it pass you by? I know Deion said, I would love to coach my sons. I doubt, I'm not sure what Dallas is picking, but Shedeur Sanders not going to be there. He's not going to be there unless they do something extravagant and climb the ladder and go get a quarterback. I doubt it. You know, they have.
They're not getting no quarterback. You just paid Dak $60 million.
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just talking. I'm just speaking hypotheticals. But I'm just saying, for the opportunity to actually coach at the highest level, where you dominated, where you made your Hall of Fame career, I mean, do you really pass something up like that? What do you think?
Mm-hmm. But look, no, Ocho. Look, we know Jerry. Jerry is an authoritarian.
Right.
It's Jerry way or no way. I heard Troy tonight said he don't believe the Cowboys job is as coveted. It's high profile, but it's not coveted. No. He says because coaches can't become who they are and what they can become because of Jerry. He says Dan Campbell is not going to be Dan Campbell in Dallas like he is in Detroit. Andy Reid would not be Andy Reid in Dallas like he is in Kansas City. That should tell. Think about it, Jerry. You continue to do things your way because you want the credit. Sometimes you don't realize how great things can be if you don't care who gets the credit. But Jerry cares, and therein lies his problem. He's always cared. That's why he fired Jimmy. He won't ever admit it. It drove him crazy that everybody mentioned Jimmy, and he got no shine. So he fired a man. Let that sink in. Chad, let that sink in for a second, because I don't think you guys realize what I'm about to say here. He fired Jimmy after back-to-back Super Bowls, and his oldest superstar was Michael Irvin at 28 years of age. His oldest superstar was 28 years of age, and he fired him. Now, first ballot Hall of Famer in Troy Aikman, first ballot Hall of Fame, all-time leading rusher in Emmitt Smith. Michael Wett got in on the second ballot. And they had that team together. They won another one. They missed that year. They went and got Prime, and they won another one. But had they had Jimmy, that's when Jerry started. They won in spite of Jerry. Right. That's how good that 95 team was. They won in spite of Jerry.
Right.
But had they kept Jimmy, what you see the Patriots did, that's what Jimmy would have done.
You think they could have ran it like that?
Think about what they had. Emmitt came in with me. So Emmitt left early. So 93, Emmitt should have been 24.
Right.
Troy was 26. Mike was 20. Troy was 27. Mike was 28.
Listen, remember what CD said in Color Purple? Huh?
What that?
Somebody need to do that to Jerry. Until you do right by me, everything you, well, I forgot.
Gonna come back on you.
Yeah, and that's what's happening. Nothing is going good for the Cowboys since that firing. Now you made it to the playoffs. You made it, but you always going home in the first round. And still Jerry continues to do the same exact thing, the same shenanigans. The season not even in. He's still making headlines for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. And the thing is that's how he said Troy, I mean, he was talking like Barry wanted to be everybody's friend. Jimmy ain't want to be nobody's friend. Yeah. Jimmy ran that thing with an iron fist.
Yeah.
The same way Coach Belichick. Any team that wins and win consistently, their head coach run that thing.
Right. Dang.
Fired him after back-to-back Super Bowls, and they hadn't won a Super Bowl in 20 plus years. And he wins back-to-back, and Jerry fired him because Jerry wasn't getting shine. Nobody mentioned Jerry. I'm in the league, so I know. Right. Everybody talked about what Jimmy had done, what Jimmy had built, because Jimmy knew the players. Jimmy was at the University of Miami. He recruited those guys.
Yeah.
He recruited the guys that was coming into the NFL. He tried to get them at the UM.
Right.
So he knew how to do it. Jimmy made that trade to get Herschel up out of there. Herschel was the one valuable piece they had. Jimmy said, hey, yeah, we can keep him and go 5-11. What did that get us? And Jerry fired him. But he's the first one. This is what Merov. The Cowboys' handling of negotiations and money is downright baffling. They basically sat out free agency last year, dragged their feet on players' extensions, and created unnecessary drama with CD Lamb and Dak Prescott by waiting until the 11th hour to get deals done. And it's just not them. It has a pattern of with several players over the years. They made Mike McCarthy and his entire staff coach out their contracts, blocked McCarthy from interviewing with the Bears last week, only to part ways anyway. In Week 18, they even benched Cooper Rush to avoid paying him a $250,000 incentive for playing 55% of the snaps on this year. He was at 52%. Completely avoidable chaos and not what you would expect from America's team. Ain't no way. You keep doing things, you ain't gonna have no good luck.
Listen, making headlines for the wrong reason, and you wonder why things never go well. Damn.
Marcus Spears, Swagoo throw his hat in the coach and say, hey, we win, I promise. Man, Swagoo, Jerry ain't gonna let you do nothing. I mean, Ocho, I'm not trying to hear the owner speak to me before the game or after the game because you're not there. See, Jerry's all about show. Because what does Jerry do, Ocho? This is how you know Jerry's about show. During practice, he landed his helicopter on the field.
That's crazy.
It's all about show with Jerry. Jerry don't care nothing about no winning. Jerry got the fans, but the fans are starting to see now, man, Jerry don't really care nothing about no winning.
I don't think the fans understand it, huh?
They do. They're starting to see it now.
I mean, listen, it's been 20, 25, 26, 27 years. How you just now see
almost 30.
And listen, and Jerry's not going to change until it hits one place in your pockets. But until you stop showing up, until you stop coming to the games, until you stop buying merch, nothing is going to change. And when football season come around, Jerry's World, that stadium is going to be filled up. When they go to LA for training camp, it's going to be filled up. They're coming. They're going to keep coming regardless because they love the game of football, and Jerry knows that.
It's like, hey, here's what he is, Ocho. Once you get to that age, Jerry's in his 80s. He ain't changing.
Yeah.
Ain't no sense in, hey. This is what Troy Aikman had to say. He said, I thought Mike McCarthy would be the head coach. So it's a bit surprised for me today that he's not going to be. What went into those conversations, I'm not exactly sure. It suggests there's not a real plan. As far as the coveted job, I don't know if that's accurate. I do think the Cowboys are obviously a high-profile team, and whoever is the head coach of that team is certainly going to draw a lot of attention. But I think most football people that take over as a head coach want to do it on their terms, and that's hard to do in Dallas. What everybody has said, you take Dan Campbell, for instance. Is Dan Campbell, if he's with the Dallas Cowboys, it's hard to imagine that he is. It's hard to imagine that a lot of these coaches might be. I love the Dallas Cowboys. I played there for 12 years. I wish them well. But to say it's a coveted job, I'm not sure I would necessarily agree with that.
Sometimes you get in your own way,
Coach Prime told ESPN tonight, to hear from Jerry is truly delightful, and it's intriguing. I love Jerry. I believe in Jerry. After you hang up and process it, you think about it, it's intriguing. But I love Boulder, everything about our team, the coaches, our student body, and the community.
I like it.
It's just hard for me to see a scenario where you can be successful as long as Jerry's meddling. It's just hard for me to see it, Ocho. I just believe the owner should be hands off. If you hire somebody, I can't hire somebody to do a job and then I'm over telling them how to do the job. Well, if that was the case, I could save me some money. Why don't you just coach the team? If you know so much about football, just coach the team. That's what Papa Bear Hallis did.
Right.
He owned the team and coached it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
If he believes he knows as much as he says he does, or he tries to convince the people that he knows, coach it.
Could you imagine Jerry as the head coach on the sideline in the suit?
No, they don't let you do that. You got to wear NFL gear now. Dan Reeves, the old guard used to do that. Coach Reeves, Mike Ditka, they used to be on there with suit, shirt and tie, coat, sweaters. NFL said, "No, we need you in this NFL issue gear."
Right.
We can't sell them suits. We can sell these sweaters and these hoodies and these jackets. We can't sell that what you wearing. So you got to come up out of that. And guess what? It used to be players. You could wear your own stuff on the sideline. They won't let you do that now. You got to be an issue
NFL
team issue gear.
Yeah.
Yep. Ocho, the Packers, Jair Alexander was asked to speak with the media at the locker room cleanout. He declined, saying he doesn't know if he'll be here next year. He said he had nothing good to say, so that he wouldn't talk.
Well,
yeah, I think it's over.
Yeah.
I think you think it's over too.
Yeah, if he's not going to be there, you know what? There's a beautiful place. There's a beautiful place down in the Midwest called Cincinnati. We're going to have a little pocket change for you, Zaire. We're going to have some pocket change for you. Come on over there, play a little man-to-man. Huh? I know you're going to see this. I know you're going to come down there because Cincinnati.
No, he don't.
What?
No, he don't.
Why wouldn't he?
Why would he?
What do you mean? What
you ain't got no pass rush. Y'all about to lose Henderson.
Listen, Zaire Alexander is the top 5 man-to-man.
Ain't no such thing as top 5 when you ain't got no pass rush. You know how that works. That go hand in hand. That's just like saying you're a top 5 receiver. There's a reason why with Tyreek talking about he tried to get up out of there. If they look different when you ain't got a quarterback that can get you that rock, Ocho.
Hey, listen, let me recruit, okay? Let me recruit.
Okay, go ahead.
Zaire Alexander, I know you're gonna see this. Come on down to Cincinnati, okay? I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. Now, if you go somewhere else that had nothing to do with Cincinnati, after I told you we welcome you with open arms, I'm gonna beat you up.
Hey, his former teammate is the quarterback in Baltimore.
They got Nate Wiggins and they have Marlon Humphrey.
Hunt play the slot. They can kick Jair outside.
Zaire Alexander, come to Cincinnati. Don't listen to what I'm talking about. Don't listen to what I'm talking about. Come on down.
Look, he gonna have his suitors. He going to the highest bidder.
Huh?
He going to the highest bidder, Ocho.
Well, we would be the highest.
Hold on. I think they still own his rights, so they can trade him. They're gonna go get the best deal.
Okay. Well,
outside of the division, I'm gonna try to keep him out of the NFC. But if somebody NFC offered me the best package, well, he going to the NFC.
Listen, they don't want him in the NFC. Guess what a perfect place for him to go is? Cincinnati.
Ocho, when last time y'all traded for somebody?
Oh, we'll trade for that because what's the one?
When was the last time? When was the last time?
It's not about when's the last time we did something. We're trying to change the culture in Cincinnati.
Is that what y'all made? Is that what y'all made Chase play on this contract because y'all were trying to change something?
Actually, wait a minute now. You know they don't pay nobody with 2 years left on their contract unless you're a quarterback. Now.
You told me you didn't care if he had 50 years left.
That's if I was the owner.
But okay, so with that being said, when was the last? See, they got that same owner. Paul Brown was his dad. Mike Brown now. When was the last time they made a trade for somebody?
Listen, I think the decision-making comes down to Katie and Troy Blackburn. They're doing a phenomenal job. They've done a phenomenal job in changing.
That's his daughter. But
culture.
when was the last time? You still ain't answered the chat want to know.
I don't know. I don't have it written in front of me right off the top of my head. But we're trying to improve our defense. Why not go and get one of the best corners in the NFL who feels he will no longer be in Green Bay?
Yeah. We're going to get him. We're going to get him for the Broncos and pair him up with Pat.
No, man, come on. Come on.
Boy, that's hey, they're going to lock the rain. They're going to lock down the rain.
Nah, he coming to Cincinnati.
Ooh-wee.
Coming to Cincinnati.
I
already put the bid out there. I know you're going to see this. Zaire, holla at your boy. My number's still the same.
Ocho. Russell Wilson plans on re-signing with the Steelers. Justin Fields was 4-2. Russ was 6-6. Is it time for the Pittsburgh to go all in with Justin Fields? Pitt is expected to work on signing Fields before free agency. So what should the Steelers do? The Steelers lost their last 5 games, 4 regular season and the playoffs. So that's 5 consecutive games in which they lost. What should the Steelers do?
You know what? That's a great question, huh? That's a great question. Now, what people would say is, well, obviously you lost the last 5. Why would you go back to Russell Wilson? Let's start with Justin Fields and have a clean slate and have him take over from that point.
Right.
Mike Tomlin, this is a very difficult decision. You know, as someone on the outside looking in, to me, I would like to continue with Russell Wilson and see what we can do going into next year, right? I need them to change the offense a little bit.
What would you like to see them change about it? Push the ball down the field more?
Thank you.
Be more creative?
Be more creative. Use your offensive weapons. Everything seems so predictable.
No, you mean offensive weapon.
Offensive weapons. Oh, yeah. Well,
weapon.
They got to get somebody else over there, man. They got to get somebody else over there. They got to. One more weapon to go with pick, man. Just some, you know, some.
But the thing is, look, if you make a commitment to Fields, you just got to go with it.
Right.
I don't think he's really interested in signing a contract and sitting on the bench.
You can't flip-flop back and forth, huh?
Yeah.
What would you do? What would you do if you was Mike Tomlin?
Asked to get traded. Ocho, sometimes after 17, 18 years, it's time for a new voice.
You think so?
Because the problem is the Steelers are just good enough to be a playoff contending team, but not good enough to go the distance. And so now you're kind of you're in purgatory. You can't go to heaven. You're not in hell, but you're not advancing.
Damn, that's a good one, huh? I don't like it though. Do you think the Steelers fan base would like that though?
No, because the Steelers look. If you go back and look at them for the longest time, they had Coach Null. Coach Null won 4 championships in 6 years,
right?
And then he was mediocre all the 80s.
Right.
They went to the AFC Championship game. Dan Marino's second year, the Dolphins beat them. Then after that, they was just mediocre. Right. I think they only made the playoffs like in the last 12 years, like 4 times. Coach Cowher comes in 92. He goes to the Super Bowl, and in 95, they lose to the Steelers, and they don't go to the Super Bowl until 2005. They win. Mike Tomlin comes in. He goes early, wins, goes back again in 2011, and hadn't been close since. So the Steelers are okay with that. Steelers haven't fired. Think about it. They've had 3 coaches since 1969.
Yeah.
They fired none of them.
Right.
Chuck Noll retired. Coach Cowell retired.
It's hard though, Unc, man. It's hard getting to that Super Bowl, man. Getting to that chip is hard, man.
It is.
The Patriots spoiled a lot of people. The Chiefs are spoiling a lot of people because they have quarterbacks that make it look easy. They have quarterbacks that make it look easy, man. It's not as it's the
Steelers look. The Steelers at some point in time, you see the Rams like, we go for it. They went all in and they cashed out.
Right.
That's not what the Steelers do. That's not what a lot of teams do. But you see Detroit, they make that big move.
Yeah.
They did a great job of drafting.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have a problem getting free agents.
Nah.
You got to do that.
That's crazy. I'm picturing that too right now. I'm just picturing Mike Tomlin in a different attire on a different team, and it just wouldn't seem right.
Andy Reid was with the Eagles for all those years, and they said, "Bro, we make the playoffs, but we not really going nowhere."
Yeah.
And he goes to Kansas City, and boom.
Yep. Damn.
You got to change something, Ocho.
Yeah.
TJ Watt doesn't want to go play anywhere else. Let's take a listen to what TJ had to say.
I want to be a Pittsburgh Steelers. You guys know that. I don't want to leave this place, especially in this. I want to be part of the solution. I've put so much into it here. I've seen so many guys. I mean, I want to help Cam Hayward get to where we need to get. I want to be a part of the solution. I don't want to leave this place. I love the people here, and that goes beyond just the coaches. It's the fan base. It's the people, the community, and we owe it to them to get it right. And I want to be part of the solution, not leave here and go somewhere else. That's not my intention at all.
I'm not even sure who even asked him the question like that, where he even has to say that. I know
a guy who thought that too, Ocho.
Yeah, he's the centerpiece on that defense.
Ask his big brother. His big brother didn't want to go nowhere either. Tell the people at home where he finished his last 2 years, Ocho.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
When you great and you don't have a chance, because all he wants is a chance to really have an opportunity,
right,
to play for a Super Bowl. That's what his big brother wanted.
Same as Miles. I just can't picture them. I can't picture them in. That's crazy.
I mean, if you think about it, DeMarcus Ware.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cowboys let him go. Say, nah, they release him.
Yeah.
John picks him up. Boom.
Right.
Super Bowl.
Right.
Put him with Vaughn. Boom.
Yeah. We talk about one of the premier pass rushers in the NFL not being a Pittsburgh Steeler. We're used to seeing number 90 in a Pittsburgh Steeler uniform and seeing him go somewhere else outside of Pittsburgh.
I remember Reggie was a Philadelphia Eagle too.
Until he went to Green Bay?
Until he went to Green Bay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, it's not like it used to be. Our favorite players, Mean Joe, Pittsburgh Steelers. Buckers.
Right.
Ray Lewis. I mean, yes, you want to see your historically great players have one helmet. But I also want an opportunity to play for the Super Bowl because that's why I want to see. Mm-hmm. I want to be on that big stage.
Right.
Steelers not close, Ocho. They're not. Let's not kid ourselves. They're not close.
Yeah.
Think about what's in that division.
Oh,
they got to deal with Lamar Jackson for another decade.
Mm-hmm.
They got Joe Burrow for another decade. They're not close. They're not.
Yeah. So
they got Mahomes for another decade.
Right.
They got Josh Allen for another decade.
Yep. Now that comes back to what I told you about wanting players to stop being optimistic and stop being politically correct. and just tell the truth on how they really feel. So maybe he's saying all the right things publicly, which is what you have to do. And behind the scenes, you let your agent do the dirty work.
Yeah. Yeah, you say all the right things publicly.
Yeah.
Hey. They need offensively, they need another playmaker. Get a little line, get some more line help. Corners. They need some stuff.
Yeah.
They do. They do. Ocho, Baker says dumb stuff from the loss will wear on me for a while. How long did it take you to get over the playoff loss, Ocho?
But oh shoot. Normally during the regular season, there's a 24-hour rule. Playoffs is a different ball game. Obviously, I didn't go to the playoffs much, but I remember the loss to the Jets. Not only the loss to the Jets, I remember my abysmal performance against Revis. Obviously, one of the
man, that man did a number on you. Ocho.
Hey, listen, one of the greatest DBs of all time.
You say you one of the greatest receivers.
Can I finish?
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
One of the greatest DBs of all time, and one of the greatest seasons of all time for any DB, that 2009 season. So obviously, I was upset at that. It took me a little bit longer to get over not just that loss, but me not being able to contribute in the way I felt I should have been able to in that loss in 2009. So maybe about a week. Maybe about a week. And not only that, I went back watching tape over and over and look at all the things that I could have done, all the mistakes that I did do on why things didn't go well for me from an individual standpoint. Then I looked at the game again in its totality and why we lost offensively. And it sucked. It sucked. So about a week, after a week, I kind of let it go, let it brush off, and just took my time off and enjoyed my off season.
Depends. The Jacksonville loss, never. About a month. Because you replay it over and over what could you have done differently.
A month?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jacksonville, you never get over that.
Right.
Because, we had the superior team. They outplayed us that day, and we lost. It's really that simple. We got away from what had gotten us there, which was Terrell running the football. All of a sudden we want to throw it all over the yard, and that's not what we were.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God Mike didn't ever make that mistake again, and TD ran us home. That's why in 8 games, 4 of those games TD played in 8 playoff games. 4 of those he ran for 150 or more, which is an NFL record that Derrick Henry just tied.
Right.
7 of those 8 he rushed for 100 yards. The only game he didn't was that first game against Jacksonville. He had 91 on 14 carries. All the other games he was well over 100 yards. It hurts, man, when you put the kind of time in and the kind of time that you put in to be great at a craft. And I think the thing is with Baker is that he fumbled the ball. And it gave Washington the momentum back into this ball game. That's what stings. That's what really, really stings. Having a drop in a big moment, and it's I don't think you ever get over that. It's even unless you win. I still think about Jacksonville, but it's a little easier because I did end up going 3 more times to the getting to the Super Bowl 3 times, Ocho, and I won.
Right.
But I still think about, I could have had 4. Maybe we could have won 3 in a row. So there's a lot of things that, you get in your own head sometimes, and, you think, what if? Right. And I hate that. Because I've done, Ocho, I've done that and like, damn. Think about that in relationships sometimes. Like, damn. What if?
Yeah.
What if I gave someone what I gave football?
Hey, do you understand, if you put the kind of time and discipline and fortitude and want to study in time that you put in a football into a partner,
And do.
boy, you'd be the best husband, man. Boy, a woman.
You know what? That's my thing. You know what, Ocho? I might have to go back. I might have to go back to. Well, I know what she told me. I know what she told me. Both of them told me the same thing.
Wait, don't say it yet. Wait, let me get my pen and paper now.
No. I ain't gonna say it on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know why. She told me why, and two therapists told me the same thing.
Right.
Neither knew the other because they were 20 years apart. But they told me the same thing. Why I'm like that. Why I do what I do.
Okay. Hey, I really thought about that yesterday, and I did my homework today. Now we talked about relationships, and we talked about therapy, and you told me how therapy helped, but it got to a point where you just couldn't do it no more. You couldn't do it anymore because you were doing so much, you were starting to lose a sense of self.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Hey yo, Real. Yeah, so I did my own homework. I did some research, and my research was more so looking at the prices, and it's kind of hefty, It's kind of hefty. So I'm thinking instead of me going to a therapist, I mean, I could slide you $100.
You talk to me?
Yeah, you could be the mediator, I already owe you $5,200. So
you do.
I could pay you $5,200, and you can use that. That can go to the fee.
So that'll be your therapy pay with her.
Bingo, right there. There it is.
This man tried to hire a therapist with money he already owes somebody. Ocho, Ed Reed is headed to high school. He was announced as the new OC at Chamblee High School. Right down the road from the crib. Chamblee. Ocho, it was
all in my whoa, you got a little too comfortable, but okay, come on.
You see, Ed Reed is the new OC at Chamblee High School in Georgia.
Okay,
it's a little suburb of and you remember one time, Ocho, he was in the running to be the head coach at Bethune.
At Bethune-Cookman. And then obviously when he got to the establishment, it wasn't fit to his liking. And normally you have a talk with the powers that be at the institution, but he took it the wrong way and kind of put it on the airways, and they didn't like that. I'm happy for Ed. I'm happy for Ed, and it's a great opportunity for that school, and they got a good one. Boy, they got him a good one.
They do. I wish he could have got that job. I wish things could have worked out better for him at Bethune.
Cookman?
Yeah,
that would have been nice.
It'd been really nice. You see Eddie George at Tennessee State. Coach Prime was at Jackson. Now he's at CU. Right. Deshaun Jackson is at
Delaware State.
Delaware State. Yeah. Mike Vick is at Norfolk. So I'm
well, shoot, since all these players getting coaching jobs, what you want to put your hand in? I don't.
You just told me they don't make enough money.
I mean, shoot. I mean, the kind of money. I mean, not like we. Never mind.
Nah, I'm good. I don't have. You probably could do it, but I don't have the patience. I know me.
Man, listen. You mess around and put me in an atmosphere like that where my body is still willing and able. I'm still in shape. I'm gonna be in the way because I'm gonna be out there suited up in that whole uniform, cleats and all.
No, I don't. I want no part of coaching. I'm smart enough. Hines Ward is at Arizona State. I think Hines Ward is going to be a head coach soon. He receiver coach, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there are a lot of guys. Hold on. Antoine Randall is in Detroit. I think Keenan McCardle is in Minnesota.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I want no part of coaching. I ain't going to hold nobody on that. Ocho, the reports there are multiple instances in which Jimmy Butler skipped morning shoot-arounds and insisted on taking private flights separate from the team. This is what ultimately led to his 7-game team suspension.
Oh.
Man, I wish I met. Man, look, private PJs aren't cheap.
Right.
And I know, I might be mad. I ain't spending my money. I'm not spending my money. I'm flying on that team playing. I might not like Pat Riley. I might not like that situation, but I'm not coming out of my pocket no $100,000+. Hey, from Miami, you at the bottom. Ain't no cheap flight unless you go in Orlando.
Right.
But you know, they be playing in Portland. They be all over. Oh, no.
Yeah. Listen, Unc, you got to remember now. You got to understand and remember the kind of money they making. They making a different kind of money, boy.
Yeah.
A different kind of money. I'm talking about the money the kind of money they make is Ayyy. I call it Ayyy.
Oh, but here's the thing though, Ocho. You do that. I mean, yeah. I mean, but you spend, how long was he gonna do it?
Maybe until things were resolved internally.
Nah. I'm gonna be on that plane. I'm gonna let my agent and them resolve it. I'm gonna let my agent and them resolve that. I ain't resolving it by coming out of my pocket.
Right.
Oh no.
Right.
I cannot do it. Now, maybe he got a hookup or something, Ocho, that he gets one at a discount. Hey, maybe he has his own. Mm-hmm. But I think the smart thing to do is to get hours in one. You know what I'm saying? Have a timeshare. Says I'm gonna get, spend 100 hours.
Yeah.
100 hours probably cost you two meal.
What? And it's so funny. It's so funny. I'm acting excited about 2 meal, and I'm thinking about it. Like I hear all the stories. Our circle is all the same.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about there's a certain person. I ain't saying no name because I'm not one to drop no name. But
right.
When they gamble, tip 2 million ain't nothing for them to lose or win. And I'm not talking about Jordan. I ain't even talking about Jordan. I'm talking about heavy gamble.
No, I don't.
I
used to gamble like that. But you know what, Ocho? When you can gamble like that, if you can look at those chips and don't see them as money, they're just objects. And I can no longer do that. I start looking at it, I start thinking like, damn, that's a year of my mortgage payments right there. I just got there on the table right there. That's a year of mortgage payments right there. Damn, that's my son's tuition. That's my son's tuition for a year right there. That's my daughter's tuition right there. I'm like, nah, I'm done. That's it. Because I can no longer. When I used to be able to like, 5,000, 10,000, that ain't nothing. It didn't dawn on it. I didn't think about it, Ocho.
Right.
But once I started looking at it, and it started like, oh no.
Yeah.
No.
And you know what? You look at it at a different lens when you're done playing. So you understand the value of $1 when you're done playing. When you don't have that money coming in like that, when it's coming in fast, week to week, every week. Oh, it's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Everybody.
It's hard to get off money now, Ocho.
Oh, yeah.
Like I got a Range Rover, Ocho. It's 2012.
Right.
It's a 2013, but I got it in October 2012 because the 13 models came out in October.
Year before, yeah.
Ocho, I got 37,000 miles on the car.
Well, you want to get it up off your hands?
No. And my fashion guy was, Shannon, hey, you hadn't bought anything, and you hadn't bought. Oh, actually, I just bought my mom a car. Let me get the airport. It's on your seat, Joe. I just bought my mom a car today.
Right. Well, what you got? What you got?
An E350.
Boy, you got money, boy. An E350?
Yeah, I got she got a little E350.
Damn. Oh, well, you don't be playing, boy.
Nah. The whole thing is.
But tell Mama Sharpe I say congratulations.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Talk about she probably been driving all around to my. Thanks, baby, for my car. I had to stop at Walgreens to get my medicine. I said, you could have had that medicine sitting in your house, Mama. You trying to show that car? You think you slick, Mama? My mama show off for 1,000% for certain.
Let her cut up again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I bought her a car many years ago. She had that car.
Right.
She didn't want to talk about that's my baby. I had this car. This is my gift. I said, Mama, if I buy you another car, it's a gift too. I'm confused. But it's just I just had it for so long. Yeah. She traded in. Guess how much they gave her for it, Ocho?
How much?
$500. I paid $250 to have it towed up there. So in other words, she got $250 for that damn car. So that showed you the type of condition the car was in.
Right. Oh man.
But nah, she happy. She happy she got her car.
That's dope.
She could profile her and her girlfriend. They go to the casino. She go to church. So hey,
she play. She play bingo too.
She just the slots.
Oh, slots. Okay.
Just the slots. Yeah. She don't play no bingo. But nah, she happy with that. Hey, I told her I go get her something, and I got her that. So, got my brother something last March.
Yeah.
My sister said she good. She don't want nothing. She said she like a little car.
I got one coming on the way, man.
Man, I bought my sister Kia.
Yeah.
Man, she love that car.
You got lucky. Mine, my daughter getting ready to graduate. I made her a deal. She said, babe, she said, Daddy, if I graduate early, can you get me a car? I said, yeah, I can get you a car. That ain't nothing. Then she told me what kind of car she wanted. And now I got to keep my word. Man,
what kind of car she want?
She want a G-Wagon.
Oh, Lord, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I say she said she want a G-Wagon. I say, baby, like you have all these different type of cars that you can choose from. Are you sure you want a G-Wagon?
No, sir.
She said yes. I say, well, hold on. How you gonna pay your insurance? How you gonna get gas? He said,
yes.
Once I graduate, I'm gonna have a job. I say, well, I tell you what, when you graduate and you get your job and you have some consistent revenue and income flowing in, I'm gonna get you your G-Wagon. I'm gonna stick to my word. I'm gonna get her a G-Wagon.
I can't get all that kind of money.
Listen, it's gonna be a ripple effect now. Because if I get that G-Wagon, what you think else gonna happen from the rest of the
course. Nope.
But it's all good. Listen, I got 50 jobs. I can't complain about Nathaniel. I can't complain.
Hey, we got to be reasonable.
Yeah.
Because the maintenance and the upkeep on it, they pop the A.
Hey,
no.
Listen, I should have thought about that about what, 21, 22 years ago. You know?
No, you should have put a limit on it. Say, hey, this is what I'm willing to spend for a car.
Right. But they don't ask for nothing, That's why remember I told you how mine are. They don't ask for nothing, Holidays, birthday, that's it.
Nah, I can't get your first car. Nah.
Oh no, this ain't her first.
Oh no.
This will be her second. So I'm gonna take her from her little starter car and let her graduate a little bit. Let her have a little fun. Let her live a little bit. Let her live a little.
No.
No.
No, you got to make them hungry.
Okay. Oh, she hungry. She hungry. That's why she graduating early.
G-Wagon. Hey, but hey, if that's what I just no, I ain't finna start that. And plus, I already got the kids a car. I got everybody a car. They left debt free.
Yeah.
Ocho, now it's time for our last segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A. Abraham Sarwar, Unc Ocho really put the cap in Nightcap. Jenny April, I knew Ocho was trolling, and the chat is shady. Quick to turn. Congrats, Auntie Rail. Of course. But I text Ocho. I say, see? I say, now a lot of those people, I love Unc and Ocho. But quick. They were quick to try to drive that wedge in between Unc and Ocho. Yeah. You see that? But see, sometimes you need to see it for yourself. Because, and that's why I tell people, everybody that jump into I'm happy, I'm excited, they not. No. They really not. No. And sometimes you have to see it for yourself. And I'm glad we got an opportunity to see. Yeah, do we got people that's very excited for us, that cheer us on, and sincerely and genuinely happy? Absolutely. But there's a lot that pretend they're happy and excited, and all the while, boy, I sure hope they break up. I sure hope they break up because we got something go. They know, because here's the thing, Ocho, a lot of people that do what we do, they know what they do.
Right.
And they see what we do, and they know what we do. So they know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know.
Most definitely. Listen, I mean, and a lot of people, you know, my supporters, my followers, they were saying some mean things, you know. So I apologize to y'all for trolling today, but
sometimes you need to see, Ocho, you got to see who really in your corner. It's like when you tell somebody no, and they say, okay, I understand, bro. You done been so good to me so many times, Ocho. Hey, I ain't got no problem with you saying no. But it's when they say no, and like, well, damn, bro, you got that money like that, you can't break your boy off again?
Yeah.
Then you know.
Yeah. But listen, I'm happy for her and all that she has going on. Obviously, you know, with her real estate company, you know, Netflix stuff she has going on with Netflix, you know, show coming out February 22nd. Then obviously the podcast up under our umbrella, and this is what it's all about. You know, having someone on your side that you can continue to help elevate in whatever it is they have going on.
Yes,
it's a beautiful feeling. Even though, you know, now what is not a joke is that things aren't where they should be between us. I can just be honest with you, and Chad, I could be honest with y'all too.
Yeah, continue to work.
Yeah. It's rocky. It's rocky. So the fact that I can compartmentalize and separate, you know, the business side of things and work on the pleasure side later on down the line, you know, whenever Unc decides to be the moderator and be our therapist. But other than that,
what we got? James Coleman. Whoa, y'all ninjas got me. Boy, I was hot during the Humble Baddie signing. First, fist all balled up. Good luck to all involved. He done pulled an arth on us, Ocho. Look, man. Be excited.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, Ocho. They're like, man, you don't put no black people on. Okay, we put black people on. Man, you should have. Well, damn. Everything ain't gonna always be perfect. It's not gonna always be perfect in order to put your people on.
Right.
We're trying to give people an opportunity. I've been very, very fortunate to be in a situation where the volume gave me an opportunity, and we've been able to build this thing from the ground floor and be able to help people. We're able to do that with 520. We've been able to do that with Bubble Dub. Now we have Humble Baddies. Our goal now is to get 3 more. We're going out, we scouting, we looking, and we're going to try to bring 3 more up under the umbrella. Provide an infrastructure. Be able to produce this. This is your vision. What do you want? But we believe we have the people in place. We have the distribution to help this thing grow to what you believe it can be.
Right.
I thought, oh well, so much.
Hey, did you put any thought into that wilderness show? Me and you in the country, hunting, catching.
Ocho, you ain't never shot a gun in your life.
That's the whole point of having the show. You teaching me how to hunt, how to catch squirrels and bears and deer and skin them and eat them. So if we don't catch no food, if we don't catch no fish, like we starve.
Oh, I'm not gonna starve because I know how to fish. I know how to hunt.
So it's like a wilderness show, Unc and Ocho in the wilderness, like Survivor.
Ocho, but here's the thing: when are we gonna have time to shoot a show?
Man, we gotta find time, man. We gotta find time.
Ocho, you like having 50-11 jobs. I'm trying to scale back.
No, I ain't trying to scale back. Because I'm
I'm trying to scale back.
Nah.
I mean, I'm about to have to hit the road. We about to have to go what? We just activated Florida, Illinois, Baltimore, Virginia. I'm about to have to hit the road for Laportier.
Okay.
No Fate 97. I don't know why I looked up and thought Ocho was Vanessa Williams and Soul Food. Hey. Junior, Unc Ocho, love the show and the work you put in it. Keep it going, Kings. Now back to football. Are you worried about the Chiefs not playing ball for so long?
No.
I'm not.
If it was listen, if you look at the college teams that all had a bye week, you saw what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
That is not the same when it comes to NFL teams. Players need that rest. If you really want the first seed so you can get that bye week, so players that are nicked up, they can heal up and be a little bit more healthy come time to the not divisional round. What round is that?
It's the divisional.
Oh, the divisional round.
Yeah, this week we just wrapped up wild card. This was the final wild card. Now we're in the divisional round.
Hey, you get that one seed and you get that week off, man. Players love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes. Yep. It's but and plus they've been here. This is what they normally do. They normally have the one seed. So it is not like it's not something they're not used to. Now, last year was different. They were the 3 seed. Ended up having to take their show on the road. But one thing we learned about the Kansas City Chiefs, it doesn't matter. They got 1-5. And as long as you got 1-5 and you got Big Red and they calling them plays, they good.
You got a chance.
They good. Dab Smith said when the Vikings needed Darnold the most, he vanished. 14-3 pointless season if you're going to Cancun a week after everyone else. Yeah, it didn't have, look, he didn't have a whole lot of time, but sometimes you just look. Sam Darnold is what Sam Darnold is. He's a guy, he's not gonna make a whole lot of plays outside the play sheet. What you call, he can operate. He's not like Lamar. He's not like Pat Mahomes. He's not like Josh Allen. Right. He's not a guy that's going to be able to get off script. And if something breaks down, he's going to be able to make it work. That's not who he is, Ocho. And you got to understand that. Just understand who he is. Mm-hmm. He had a phenomenal season. But the question is, do you believe he can replicate that? If you do you believe this was an anomaly or this is the new norm?
I think it's a new norm. Yeah, I think it's the new norm because of what he has around him. I always say a quarterback is as good as his supporting cast unless you're a special tier 1 quarterback that can elevate the players around you regardless of who's on your team. Mm-hmm. So as long as you got Addison and Hawkinson and Justin Jefferson and Aaron Jones, you will be just fine.
Mm-hmm. What we got here? Justin Rodden. Vikings need to let Sam walk like they did Keenan. For Mike Evans should be all pro every year. He's must-see TV. NFL needs to add more spots to the roster. Well, I mean, they've added the slot. They take a fullback now. It used to be 2 running backs, and the fullback never got added. They have a slot DB. So, I mean, they got what? They got edge rushers. It used to be just D ends. It was 2 middle linebackers, 3 outside linebackers, 2 D ends, 3 D ends, and 3 D tackles. I think that's how it used to be, Ocho. Mm-hmm. With 3 safeties and 3 corners. Because I think that's how it was. But they did away. Even the Pro Bowl, Ocho, they used to take 3 running backs.
Yeah.
Like, okay, if you take 3 running backs, who blocking? So you want Barry to block for Emmett or you want Emmett to block for Barry? You ain't about to get no rush yards.
Right.
Just say it. I'm just letting you know. You just know you're going to throw it. Mm-hmm. And it used to be all the left tackles. Now, you got a right tackle that can be an all-pro because it used to be all left tackles that were all pros unless some right tackle had some phenomenal season.
Right.
But for the most part, it was left tackles. But now they take that. But Walk Dog 44, tell Prime to hire y'all if he goes to the Cowboys. Hopefully he won't take the job. He ain't gonna hire me. He already know. I talked to him too, but he know me. I want no part of coaching on nobody's staff.
Don't hire me. Let me come play for veteran minimum.
Samuel Griffith, hey, Nightcap, just received some of the new Nightcap gear for my birthday. If you're a Bengals GM, would you trade Jamar Chase for Travis Hunter? Hell no. You need a guy that's going to produce the points. And ain't nobody going to trade you. Ain't nobody going to trade. Because first of all, why would you do that? You weaken your offense if you do that. Like Ocho said, you may try to make a deal to try to go get Jair. I mean, it's gonna cost you, but no, I'm not trading. I'm not trading Chase for Hunter. Mario Rubio, Shannon, where would you rank in terms of tight end? Ocho, where would you land as all-time receiver? I'm top 5. That's my final answer. I'm going with that.
I'm 85th.
I don't know. I'll let y'all rank. All I know is I got everything I could out of my ability. I played as hard as I can every time I could. Every time I stepped on the field, I tried to represent the Sharpe family, my grandma, my family, my brother, my sisters. I tried to represent the Broncos or the Ravens. I tried to represent the fan base that I was representing. I got all I could. I squeezed this orange and got every drop.
Yeah.
And then when I couldn't have no more juice, I ate the orange, and then I used the orange peel for zest. I had nothing left. So wherever the fan base want to rank me or whoever's ranking it, have at it. But I love my career.
Yeah.
Seventh round draft pick, seventh round pick from an HBCU, Pro Football Hall of Fame. My number is up in the stadium with that crest beside it. I think I did okay. So whatever they say I am, I say top 5. But if you want to say I'm somewhere between top 10, I can deal with that too.
Yeah. Man, I don't.
Tone Justice, chat. My dog wags his tail when he sees Unc. Unc must be the dog person or something. Yep. I love animals. Animals love me.
Yeah.
I need it. Like I said, I'm gonna get me a farm, Ocho. I really want me a mini cow, a mini goat, a mini horse, and a raccoon.
Well, if you're gonna have a farm, you're gonna need more than 4 animals.
I ain't gonna have that kind of farm.
Well, you just said a farm. It's only one kind of farm.
No. That's a farm. You talking about a ranch.
Oh, you want a mini farm to go with your mini animals?
Yeah.
Okay,
Give me like an acre or 2.
Okay. I like that.
Huh? They got friends. So the cow be a friend to the goat. The goat be a friend to the horse. And then I got to keep Titus because Titus gonna be chasing them. No, Teddy will chase him. Titus gonna be like, whatever.
Right.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy, Doc, what it do? Do you think you love animals so much because they show you unconditional love? I'm sure it's challenging trying to find someone who loves you as deeply and unconditional as you want them to. I mean, growing up around animals, Ocho, I've always had this love with animals. Right. I've always said that if I ever came into some money, I'm gonna have pets. I've had dogs since 1992.
Yeah.
And then when I got an apartment, they wouldn't let me have the dog because I had 2 Rottweilers. I let my sister take them. And then at that point in time, I started renting a house. And so I've had dogs. We grew up with dogs. My grandmother, we had dogs. Now, we didn't treat the dogs like I treat my dogs now. And, Peter don't get mad, but they was tied up under a shed. They wasn't walking around. Right. My grandfather, my uncle, them had hunting dogs that we had in pens. We had they had black and tan, they had red bone, had blue ticks, tree walkers, things like that. Bloodhounds. Not a bloodhound. Mr. Grant Hunt had a bloodhound, but they had hunting dogs. Yeah, my uncles never were big hunters. My grandfather used to have dogs, but we had. I think he only had one by the time I was around, named Joe Boy. But I love pets. Yes, no matter. I yell at Titus, and he get upset, and he'll go get in his pen, and I say, "I'm sorry, bro. I ain't mean to yell at you." And he come out, he just as happy. Teddy don't care. You yell at Teddy like, go with his pajamas on. He ain't paying you no attention.
Right.
You know what it is, Doc? I haven't devoted the kind of time to the relationship like I have other things. That's my problem. That's it in a nutshell, Ocho.
I like that.
That's it. That's it. But Doc tried to make me get emotional. Elijah Moses, hey, Unc Ocho, second day is my 24, 2 days is my 24th birthday. Can I get a shout out, some advice for being in sports media? If the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl, does Saquon not getting the record more of a disappointment? Well, happy early birthday. Hopefully you do something fun. You got something mapped out. Bro, when you get into this space, just understand what you're going to have to sacrifice. You see, sports are played on the weekends. They're also played during the holidays. Are you going to be okay being away from your family? Is that okay? And sometimes people forget that, like, I want to do this, the X, Y, and Z. But do you understand what comes along with X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
They're going to have to be sacrifices that you're going to have to make. And if you're not willing to make that sacrifice, you don't deserve to be successful. So that's what I tell people that want to get into the media space, is that you do understand that sports happen on the weekend, holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year. Are you willing to give that up? Are you willing to sacrifice that? Then do your partner understand that that's what you're going to have to sacrifice? So, yeah, it's going to be more disappointment if they don't win the Super Bowl. Hell, it's going to be disappointing if he didn't win the Super Bowl, because I believe you could have had both. Yeah. See, they're not mutually exclusive. That don't mean because if he got the record, he wouldn't win the Super Bowl, and if he win the Super Bowl, he could have got the record. Why couldn't he get both?
He could have.
Yes. Tremendous said, hey, Unc Ocho, tomorrow is also my birthday. Can I get a shout out? Also, do you believe certain quarterbacks like Lamar only get judged by what they do in the playoffs? Tremendous. Happy birthday, man. Early birthday. If you're on the East Coast, it's your birthday now. No, all quarterbacks that's Lamar caliber get judged by what they do in the playoffs, because that's the ultimate test. Is the playoffs. That's the highest test that you could take, Ocho. It's like you're a fourth year law student.
Yeah.
And you got to take the highest test. You got to pass the bar. The playoffs is the bar. And you keep taking it until you pass it.
Yeah.
So no, Lamar is gonna get judged just like Seven Elway got judged. All the quarterbacks get judged, especially, bro. You realize Lamar is I believe he's gonna be a 3-time league MVP.
Crazy work.
3. Yes. Randy Alanis, Unc Ocho, my lady's birthday. Her name is Elizabeth. Would you guys please give her a shout out? She's a real one. Also, when do the tickets for the show at the draft in Green Bay go on sale? We'll get to that. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Randy wanted us to shout you out, let you know you're a real one, that you're down, you hold him down, and he greatly, greatly appreciates that. And we appreciate you watching, Randy. Hopefully you have Elizabeth watching us with us. No tickets at this point, right? No tickets at this point. Yeah, we will be live, but we'll let you know what's going on, Randy, as it gets looked. We're gonna know something here in the next month. We ain't gonna leave. We're not gonna leave you high and dry, Randy. We promise. Thank you, guys. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite Unc. Shannon, that guy, Liberty City legend. Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed. You see Ocho got his Nightcap hoodie on to zip up. Every subscriber, go subscribe. Guys, check this out. You guys have been so faithful, so loyal. And he got the pay. Oh, so he got the outfit on.
Yeah.
You got the whole ensemble.
Dripped out.
Yeah, you dripped out. Thank you guys for your support and your continued support, because of you, we're allowed to do what we do. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. And the holidays, celebrate. Somebody's going to be very happy. We're going to make sure you have something to celebrate. And what better way to celebrate than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? Now, if you cannot find it in a city or a state near you, just order it and we will ship it directly to your door so you'll have it in time for your big celebration. And please drink responsibly. Go subscribe to the Humble Baddies YouTube page. The link is pinned in our chat right now. Rael, Ashley, and Alexis Their show is now up under the Shay Media umbrella. We produce the show. They have creative control, and we distribute it. So this is Rail and her girls. Yeah, no, it's not Ash. It's not my Ash. It's a different Ash. So I knew it. Guess what? And my clothing. Go follow the Shay Media Company page on all of its platforms. And my clothing company, 84, produced the outfit that Ocho has on. The new sweats, shirts, koozies, beanies, and mugs. Quantities are limited, so please make sure you grab yours while supplies last. Tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans, our first spring tour stop, are on sale now. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. February the 6th in New Orleans at the Mahalia Jackson Theater. Be there. You don't want to miss it. We got big guests coming on. Both Nightcap and Club Shay are both nominated for NAACP Image Award. Nightcap was nominated for Outstanding Podcast, Art, Sports, and Entertainment. Club Shay was nominated for Outstanding Podcast, Society, and Culture. Please go vote for you guys. The link is pinned in our social bios. Make sure you tune in for Wednesday's show. We're going to try something a little different. We got a couple of special guests that's going to join us because Ocho and I, we're constantly trying to evolve. We're constantly trying to add, and so give our viewing and listening audience something to digest, something to chew on. And so we think you're going to really like this. Let us know what you think. We take all feedback, positive, negative, and otherwise. But this is what it's about. We're going to try to constantly always evolve, push the envelope, make sure we try to educate you, inform you, as well as entertain. And the Rams, they move on to face the Philadelphia Eagles with a demolition job over the Minnesota Vikings. 27-9, the Rams defense sacked Sam Darnold 9 times, forced a fumble, scoop and score as they win going away 21-9. The Vikings finished the season 14-4. The Rams move on to face the Eagles on Sunday. Should be a very interesting game. Thank you for joining us for Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We will see you Wednesday night. Thank you again for joining us.